You open a chart and your eyes immediately grab onto something familiar, a clean chart, a simple line, and without thinking, you tell yourself, this is obvious. Price is above it, the price drops below it, you sell. And for a moment, it works. Price moves back above the line, you buy. And again, it works. Nothing dramatic, nothing stressful, just clean reaction. And right there, something happens in your head. You relax. Because this doesn't feel like gambling. It feels logical, mechanical, repeatable. You start trusting it. Not because you survive a drawdown with it, but because visually it feels right. Now, slow down. Actually, watch what's on the screen right now. Same market, same time frame, same 50 period simple moving average. Nothing changed. Crosses down, sell. Cross up, buy. Again and again and again. At first it feels like rhythm, like you finally synced up with the market's heartbeat, like you cracked something other people missed. Your execution gets faster, your hesitation fades, you stop questioning entries, then something shifts. Buy, sell, and now nothing works. Loss, another one. You stare at the screen waiting for clarity to appear, but it doesn't, because here's the uncomfortable part. You didn't change anything. Same rules, same indicators, same logic. So why does it suddenly feels like the market turned on you? This is the exact moment most traders break. This is where frustration creeps in quietly. You start tweaking settings, you add another indicator just to filter bad trades, you wonder if you're early or late, or if you're simply missing something everyone else sees. And the doubt gets louder with every loss. But pause here. If the logic was solid, why does it completely falls apart right here? This isn't randomness, and that's not bad luck. There's a reason this works beautifully in one section of the chart and quietly destroys the count in another. Without context, even a good trigger becomes noise. Now watch what changes when we add one more thing to the chart. This indicator is called swing arm ATR trend. At first glance, it looks awful. Colors flashing, background shifting, way too much going on. Most people see this and immediately think, nope, too messy. That reaction makes sense because in its default state, the indicator is almost useless. Not because it's bad, but because it's misunderstood. This was never designed to tell you when to buy or sell. It was designed to answer one question, just one. Should you even be trading right now? So the first thing we do is strip it down. In the style settings, everything gets disabled except the last three plot backgrounds option. No dots, no extra lines, no visual noise pulling your attention all over the screen. Now go into the inputs. ATR period is set to 7. ATR factor is set to 14. And the Fibonacci option is disabled. That's it, nothing clever. Now really look at what you are seeing. When price is above the green swing ATR trend ribbon, the market is pushing upward. And when price is below the red ribbon, the market is pushing downward. No opinions required. And here's the thing that changes everything. The system does not trade signals, it trades conditions. Go back to those losing SMA crossovers. They weren't wrong, they were just firing inside conditions where they had no edge. Now, watch how the same moving average behaves when it only allowed to work at the right time. We're on the gold 15-minute chart. Price is clearly above the green swing ATR band. That's context. And inside this context, we do not sell at all. Now counter trend trades. No counter trend trades, no maybe this time, no guessing tops because price looks stretched. We wait. We wait for the price to pull back toward the band. We wait for it to dip below the SMA 50 and notice what's happening inside your head right now. Price is pulling back, your instincts want to act. Your fear starts whispering, what if this keeps dropping? That's the moment most traders sabotage themselves, but you don't do anything yet because the SMA isn't the strategy, it's the trigger. Now watch this candle. Price closes back above the SMA 50. That's it. That close isn't exciting, but it's permission. The trend filter already did the heavy lifting. All this close does is tell you the pause is likely over. And this single rule, trend first, trigger second, is what keeps you out of the chop that destroyed the crossover strategy earlier. Before everything else, risk is handled. Never more than 1% per trade. Not sometimes, always. The stop loss goes either slightly below the most recent swing low or slightly below the green swing arm ATR trend band. And the target is set at minimum of 1.5 risk. Not because it sounds good, it forces discipline. Now watch how fast this plays out. The trade moves clean, direct, and here's why speed matters. Fast trades don't build excitement, they build trust. Trust is rules. Trust in the rules, trust in the process. Now look at the next example. Same context, same rules. Price pulls back, moves below the SMA, your hands want to collect early, you feel the urge, you don't. Then it closes back above, trigger. Nothing new, nothing adjusted, no extra confirmation is tagged on top. And it works. Here's another one. It's still above the green band, it's still only buys. Pull back below the SMA, closes back above. Trigger. This repetition isn't here to impress you, it's here to prove something. Consistency doesn't come from complexity, it comes from restraint. Now watch the market change. Price moves below the red swing arm band. That single visual changes removes buys entirely. Not because selling is better, but because buying is no longer allowed. We wait again. Price pulls back upward, moves above the SMA 50. This is where most traders panic. They remember the old crossover logic. They want to buy, but the context says no. Now watch the candle closes. It closes back below the SMA. That's a sell trigger. Same risk, same stop loss logic, same target structure, different direction, same discipline, and it plays out. Nothing here is complicated, but none of it is accidental. The edge doesn't come from predicting the market, it comes from permission. Permission to trade, and just as importantly, permission to stay out. So, if this changed how you look at indicators, hit like, and if you want trading decisions based on what the chart confirms, not what hope whispers, subscribe. On the screen now, there's another video suggested next. It breaks down one of the strongest strategies I've shared here. Watch that next. Happy trading!